national TV schedule tomorrow on ABC. Talked about it a moment ago. Memphis taking on Portland. And if Portland wins, they're the number 8 seed taking on the Lakers. If Memphis wins tomorrow, we'll play another game on Sunday to see who gets to play the Lakers. Memphis has to win twice. Portland only has to win once. I agree with you 100%. James Harden, when I think things out, it reminds me of Chris Paul. All guys just love to move. So they're going to play. That's going to be an offensive foul on Embiid as we check in with Rachel. We started that work ethic. You can't tell me that he actually tried to get him to sit for part of the last game, and the big time said no. And he floated the idea that maybe James should sit for this game the way a lot of other teams started doing, and James Harden told him no. Like I said, have you had another player who wants to get out there that consistently? He said, honestly, Steve Nash was like that, but that there haven't been many. One thing James told me was that he really wanted to get out on the floor with Eric because Eric was out with his injury. He wanted to make sure they had a good rhythm together in the playoffs. As he put it, he goes, I don't have rust. I need to make sure that Eric's moving out there, and then he's rust. Eric Brook, meanwhile, was 5 minutes so far. Off the two from the field with 2 points. Deep 3 missed by Austin Rivers. Here comes Mike Scott, who recently checked into the game. 276ers roll. Alec Burks, whistle and foul by Macklin. Covington was there too. Robert Covington actually broke in and found his first bit of success in the NBA after being a member of the Rockets organization. He broke in with found success with the 76ers. Was a key part of their stretch. Was part of the process rebuild. So he's a guy that saw the good and the bad, or the bad and the good, or the bad and the bad, whatever you want to call it. I mean, think about this growth. He gets between the lines simply because they needed players, but also because he was going full time, and that made himself a much better three-point shooter. That's not the right time. It's not free up late for years. It goes up. And an assistant on the 76ers was a big influence on him. And the college people. Nice drive by Portland. And in a blank, Philadelphia up by 14.
Hey, what's good?
How you doing?
Doing good, doing all right, man.
It's good. Waiting for my co-host to join right quick.
All right.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Ricky, you there? Hello?
Hello?
All right, y'all. Let's get going, man.
I can't see nobody.
Yeah, we can hear you. Your camera too dark. All right, so we're gonna get it going, man. So introduce yourself.
All right. Well, how y'all doing, everybody? My name is Janelle Johnson. Currently, I'm one of the assistant band directors at Sydney Lanier High School. Also, I do music arranging. I'm a former music arranger for Stillman College. I attended Texas Southern University, crabbed in 2009. Also, I attended Talladega College back in 2015 to 2015. Um, let's see, what else about me? Oh, Psi Beta Sigma, Beta Omicron at Texas Southern, Spring 16, for everybody who's MLITV. And that's just a little song about me, just a little song.
Okay, okay. So what's your band background? Like, what did you play while you was in band?
All right, so at Texas Southern and at Talladega, I played the saxophone. I play alto saxophone and tenor saxophone. And I also dabbled with the trombone, so I played that a little bit at Stillman while I was there, but saxophone's my primary instrument.
Okay, okay. So what made you want to get in the arranging game, writing music?
Um, Honestly, it was kind of like a hobby for me. I started back in high school, I want to say around '06, '07 was when I first started. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, by the way. So after Katrina, I moved to Houston in
Okay.
'05. But when I moved to Houston, I was in a court style band. So, I mean, no disrespect to court style. It was just the fact that, it's something I wasn't used to. So I used to write music because it's something I wanted to play. And the hobby became a passion and it became a love. So that's what got me into writing music.
Okay, so what would you say is your most favorite arrangement that you've written so far?
My favorite. All right. So my favorite arrangement I had to say is which ballad did I play? Which one? What's the latest one? The latest ballad college. It was Luther Vandross. House Not a Home. It took me a minute to complete it, but man, when I finished it, man, that thing was so passionate. And I would say I put most of my heart into that arrangement. So that's probably why that's the favorite one out of all the other ones I arranged.
Okay, okay. So which school did you write that song for?
Stillman College. Stillman College,
Okay,
2019.
okay. Shout out to Stillman.
Yeah.
So what's your best band memory?
My best band memory. All right. So let's see. My best band memory. I ain't gonna lie. The first time, shout out to Professor Miguel Bynes, by the way, at Talladega College, because back in 2013, he the one who actually gave me my first opportunity to pass out music. And I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous, I was shy, but the first opportunity I had a chance to count off Holy Grail in 2013, I'll say that's my most favorite band moment, man. That was a highlight.
Okay, okay. So what's some of the best advice that you've gotten so far from like band directors or just friends?
Man, okay, let's see. The best advice I probably say I got so far was to stay on track. Um, if you can think it, you can achieve. Also, let's see. I must keep it simple with the think. You can think it, you can achieve it. All right. So I would say that's my favorite advice from one of my band directors. Actually, he's one of my first band directors, Mr. Tarragano, over at Gregory Junior High School. You feel me? He gave me like I was new to the whole band scene back in what was it 2005? No, it wasn't 2005. It was 2002. All right. So I wanted to join band because my dad was in the band and he played saxophone and everything like that. So I wanted to hop on the saxophone. And I was kind of nervous. I was kind of scared, kind of shy. but he put that philosophy into me. And that thing stuck with me my entire life. So anytime I feel nervous or scared, I just remember, if I could think it, I can achieve it. But I also got a lot of great advice. I was underneath Professor Clarence Gibson at Texas Southern. I met him back in 2007 at Great Houston All-Star Band. And he showed me a lot of ropes when it comes to writing as well, become one of the, a great musician. And yeah, man. I wish I could say I'm sorry, give me a moment. I'm just trying to think about
No, you're fine, you're fine.
here. But yeah, man, I got plenty of advice. I wish I could remember them all right now so I could just spit it out. But I'll say the 3 most influential people that I've been around since coming up to marching band was Professor Gibson, Professor Bonds, and Professor PJ Howard. Now,
Okay.
PJ Howard, now he the one who was on my ass the most. I ain't even gonna lie. He put me on my ass the most. Like, it'll be like times where he'd be like, all right, Janelle, we got to go ahead and create this ballad. I got this song out there. I'm like, cool. I'll go ahead and do it. I'll go ahead and write it. Pass it out to him. Janelle, I got a new song. Go ahead and write this one up. So I probably spent a week writing one song and then go around 3 days before the whole performance to create a brand new song. But I'm cool because that actually helped me with my hustle when it came to writing, you know, because before then I didn't have any prior experience when it comes to like writing on the spot. But he most definitely showed me a lot of insight behind the scenes when it comes to controlling the marching band, teaching, and also being prepared and ready when the time comes, because you never know what's going to happen. Right. So, yeah.
Okay. See, we have Soul Style Talk in the comments. They actually have a question for you. The question, what are some encouraging words you would give to future women directors?
Encouraging words I would give to new directors. Man, be confident in what you do. Have a vision, execute it. You feel me? I would say there's a lot of talented people out there, for one, and it's so many different ideas that we can do to elevate this game. You feel me? Because I love the show band stuff, you know? That's been my love just back in the gap. You feel me? It got me through a whole lot of stuff. And the thing is, with this thing, it's constantly evolving. You feel me? And I would say, if you feel like you got a fresh idea, most definitely, man. Don't worry about the critics, everything like that. Of course, you're going to have mentors and things of that nature. But if you feel like you have a great idea, most definitely execute it. Create a vision, execute it, man. That's what I would say.
Okay. So we have another question. Someone wants to know, did you write for Texas Southern too?
No, I did not write for Texas Southern. Now I did get a couple of my arrangements critiqued by Mr. Clarence Gibson, starting at the beginning of my arranging. But nah, I never got the chance to pass out any music. I mean, I would have loved to, but nah, it didn't come through.
Okay. So what songs have you been writing during this whole pandemic, if you've been writing any?
Man, look, okay, so during the pandemic, I've been keeping myself busy with some of these arranging competitions. And I've been writing, right now I'm writing whatever's hot. You feel me? Because usually my style when it comes to writing music or choosing music, I like to choose something that nobody ever heard of.
Right.
When I put it out, I could put a stamp by it. But one thing I learned, a lot of people like, they want to hear what's out. They want to hear what's hot. You know, they want to relate to. So right now, I'm just writing. If it's on top of the charts, I'm grabbing it. Of course, I want to write some of my old time faves. But yeah, man, whatever's hot, I'm at the finale. I'm view score in the lab, just jotting it down. You heard me?
Okay. So, what did you think of TSU this past season, as far as the sound and the song selection?
TSU this past season, it was powerful. And shout out to some student arrangers over there. They most definitely doing their thing for real, for real. Song selection is great. Oh boy, I want to say Nashawn Morris, man. When I heard he had made a composition, I forgot what it's called, but he did it at the what was it? What's that battle advance with Southern, JSU, Talladega?
Oh, you talking about Crankfest?
Crankfest, yeah, it was Crankfest. Man, when I heard that thing, I was like, jeez. So yeah, man, Texas Southern most definitely got a prominent future, man. And they coming up. They coming up. But I don't really have anything negative to say about how they sound. To me, they sound like they climbing. Cause you know, we was trying to rebuild because we had like a down year like around, what you want to say? Well, shit, I ain't gonna lie. We've been a rebuilding band since I don't know when, but they most definitely show some promise. So yeah, man, I think it was hot.
Yeah, man. Like I think TSU has always been one of those bands where they didn't really need a lot of people to really do what they had to do. Like, you know, it don't take many to do plenty. Like that's always when I thought TSU, that's always what it was for me.
On the cool, man. Like shoot, we used to call ourselves the little agent that could, man. Cause like when I was coming up with TSU, I think I marched TSU like in 09, 11, 12, 13. I could tell you we wasn't big, but we was always that powerful band.
Yeah.
So most definitely, man. It doesn't take many to, make plenty. So you're right about that.
Man, I got a question, man. I think everybody wants to know this.
Yes, sir.
Was the B tone, UFO section now at TSU, was they as powerful back then when you was marching with them than they are now? Like, was they always those monsters back then?
I ain't gonna lie, man. TSU always had a solid UFO. I'm gonna say baritone because they didn't really play euphoniums back then. Mm-hmm. But they always had a solid baritone section. I can't tell you when they had like an actual off year. Baritone was pretty much nice. Now these recent years, bro, they like as soon as they went to UFO, they took it to a whole nother level.
Right.
But yeah, man, they always had a solid section.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we have a question. Someone wants to know, did you write Sade Between Us for Stillman and Talladega?
Nothing can come between it, yes, sir.
Okay. Man, that's one of my favorites from Stillman, by the way.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you.
Okay, so what were some of the obstacles that you had to overcome during your journey?
Man, some of the obstacles. So I ain't gonna lie, man. It was kind of hard trying to, stay, encouraged, right? Because I've been at it for a long time. Mm-hmm. Like when I was at TSU, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I probably didn't want the band to play, but I wanted somebody to actually show me the ropes so I can grow. Mm-hmm. But I kind of felt like I was overlooked when I was at Texas Southern at the time. But as soon as I went to Talladega, man, shoot, everybody knew, like some of my bandmates, they knew that I wrote. I didn't even know they knew I wrote. So one day, Bombs was gathering some of the student arrangers, and they told him that I already had a copy of Holy Grail because he wanted to have a copy of Holy Grail so he can go ahead and battle for our next battle. And I showed it to him, and he showed me everything I needed to know, because starting off, I ain't gonna lie, voicing was my issue. So since I was a saxophone player before that, it was more of I listened to the music and I put what I felt into the music. I ain't really know about the ranges and who could play what, but he actually sat down with me and showed me what makes people excited, what I can do with a baritone, what trumpet, what's comfortable ranges for a trumpet and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, I'll say the obstacles was just staying confident and understanding, like, if I stay on top of my craft, shit, it's gonna pop off somehow. You feel me?
Right. Right. Man, we have a lot of questions. Okay. So Mike wants to know, where did you learn your power writing style from?
Man, that came over years of studying, observing, and taking notes. So honestly, it comes from repetition. The more reps you get, the better you have a sense in where things are supposed to go. Now, PJ Howard, I ain't gonna lie, he showed me some tricks while I was at Stillman, and man, that took my arranger to a whole nother level. I feel like, you feel me? And yeah, man, there's certain tricks. I don't want to talk about it. I probably talk about it some other time. But it's certain tricks where it comes to, well, I'm gonna talk about one simple trick. Okay, so like for instance, gaps in music, they always have to be filled.
Right.
Gaps always have to be filled. It's kind of like a musical illusion.
Mhm.
You feel? And all you got to do is just make sure you capture the moment and keep things exciting. Okay, it's I say that's basically what it is when it comes to me. If I could put it in simpler terms, it's basically just making sure all the spots are filled and make sure that certain, like for instance, trumpets. Sometimes you could put a space in between horns and just have the trumpets playing. It sounds like they're being powerful, but the only reason why they sound like they're being powerful is because they're the only ones playing at that moment.
Right.
So,
Right.
like, just little things like that. You feel me? To simplify it.
Okay. We have a question from Lenny. He said, "What was your favorite college bands growing up?"
My favorite college. Ooh, let me tell you this. My original band I actually wanted to participate with was actually Jackson State.
Okay.
I was down whole Jackson State. I don't know who was, I can't remember the name of the actual arranger during the era. It was like the late 90s and early 2000s. But they songs like what's that do, do,
Oh, Golden Time of Day.
yes, Golden Time of Day. Here We Go. All
Yeah.
those. And of course I grew up to Southern. We got Mr. Cornell Knighton and Isaac Griggs. I loved his energy. You feel me? I really looked into that, and something about Cornell Knighton's writing kind of drew me to Southern as well. Now, high school wise, I grew up around Kennedy, so I loved watching Kennedy growing up. You feel me? Kennedy was that band that was like, that was actually the band I say that started my interest with band. The late 90s Kennedy, early 90s, late 90s Kennedy, I would say. Lizzie Sargent, FAMU. You feel me? I love his writing styles. Who else I loved? I watched growing up. Those actually the main three programs, if you want to say collegiate level. JSU, Southern, and FAMU.
Okay. Okay. Man, shout out to Kennedy, by the way, man. My favorite Kennedy song was Murphy's Law.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay, so who was that one band that you look forward to going against when you was in college? If any.
The one band that I look forward to while I was in college. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Southern always like gave me that wow factor. You feel me? I always was ready to see them. Because anytime we played them, man, they was on top of their stuff, man. For real, for real. But that comes with the mentality of what they teach over there, you feel me? So that's most definitely why I love their program and their tradition. Let's see, what other bands? Honestly, when it comes to competition, the only people right now I would say is Southern, man. that's why I look forward to playing while I was in college, because they booked. Man, I remember that one time we was playing them in what year was that? I want to say 2011, man.
Mm-hmm.
We had them. I ain't gonna lie, it was like neck to neck. In my opinion, it was neck to neck in the 0th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we got to the 5th quarter, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was that rolling in the deep. As soon as that rolling in the deep drop, man, I was like, shit. Yeah, man. I always enjoy listening to them. You feel me? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what would you say was your least favorite band memory?
My least favorite band memory. Jeez, man. Crabbing. I don't need to go into about that.
Mm-hmm.
Crabbing. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie now. Crabbing was fun. Crabbing was most definitely fun. You grow and you learn a lot of stuff through crabbing. But I ain't gonna lie, I can't think of a bad memory while marching. Those probably was like the best times of my life, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Okay. Somebody wants to know, did you play trombone also or just saxophone?
I played trombone.
Okay.
I did. I played trombone actually 1 year at Texas Southern. That was in, was it 16? No, it was 13. And then I played trombone at Stillman for about a year. So yeah.
Okay, so since we're speaking of saxophones, give me your top 5 college saxophone sections.
All right. So I'm gonna start with Cold Gold. Cold Gold is Texas Southern saxophone section. I'm gonna like I ain't gonna go no particular order, but I ain't gonna lie. Cold Gold is the reason why I actually wanted to march saxophone in college. You know, when it came to the flashes and you know the designs and things that we do, man, that's what stood out. Then you got Jackson State. Man, I forgot their name, but Jackson State most definitely is one. PV, Prairie Views, saxophone section, Alabama State saxophone section, and I ain't gonna say Grambling. So anybody looking for Grambling, I ain't about to say that. I don't get all that extra junk they be doing. Sometimes they be doing too much. But I'll throw FAMUs. Because the reason why I love FAMUs is because they were so melodic together, man.
Yeah.
Together with their horns was beautiful, man. And I haven't seen any other section that do it. So yeah, I probably put them when it comes to musically, I put them at number 2, Cold Gold first.
Okay. So since we did saxophone and you also played trombone, man, who are your top 5 trombone sections?
Top 5 trombone section, no particular order. You got J State. You got Alabama State. You got Southern. You have BCUs. And let's see who I say my 5th one is. 5th one is up for discussion. I ain't even gonna lie for it too. The 5th one is I can't think of the 5th one, but the 4, like Alabama State, I used to love the way they used to get down. It was strong, they was powerful, they was funky. Southerns, I love the way they evolved with their section. You feel me? They most definitely brought it to another level recently. You feel me? J State, I ain't gonna lie, they was my favorite for the longest. They always had that solid wall that a lot of bands try to achieve to have. And to be honest with you, I feel like they was the model for the longest when it comes to sections. And BCU, man, that foundation.
Right.
That foundation, they had that thick tone that I just, that filled up the band. So yeah, I would say those the four I would say.
Okay. So what's that one song that you knew that if you wrote it, it would take off?
One song, if I knew if I wrote it, it would take off. So you asking me like a song that I already wrote?
No, a song that you haven't written yet, that you're thinking about writing, that you already know once you write it, it's gonna take off.
All right, I put it out there. The song that I'm really looking forward to finishing up and pass it out is the Stevie Wonder joint called "Love You Too Much." Man, once I'm finished with that piece right there,
That sounds like that's gonna be groovy.
oh, it's groovy as hell, man. It's hella groovy. It's hella groovy. Y'all need to check it out. If y'all haven't heard that song before, "Love You Too Much" by Stevie Wonder. That it jams, bro.
Okay. So do you think, as far as trying to be like a band director or even an arranger, do you think it's more difficult as a female as it is for a male?
Would I say difficult? No, I wouldn't say it's difficult. What I would say is what I would say is trying to find better words to put it. It's not difficult. It's more of it's pressure. Yeah, it's a little pressure. I ain't gonna lie. It's some pressure behind it. But the only reason why it's pressure because there's not so many females out there that's doing it.
Right.
And so when you do it, you gotta do it right. I mean, shoot, if you get to a period, you gotta do it right. But as a female, I feel like as a woman, you have to set the bar. You feel me? Because there's a few bars set. Grambling. She's doing a great job. She's
Yeah.
doing a Grambling most definitely. I Man, at the Bayou class, if it wasn't for a few songs, it probably would have been neck and neck.
Hey, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Grambling sounded good. I'm not gonna lie. Like they sounded good.
It sounded really good. And there's a few other band directors on the collegiate level and on the high school level that's doing an awesome job. But we still need to make a stamp to the point that it won't be weird or it won't be unusual to see a woman in a director spot. So personally, I don't feel like it's difficult, but it's most definitely standard that needs to be set. You feel me? It's about rising to the occasion, I'll say. That's
Okay. Like, do you think, when people see female band directors, they kind of already, like toot their nose up and kind of, already, say, oh, they can't do this because they're a female, or oh, she don't know what she doing.
Hey, I already, man. But look, I mean, Prada doesn't lie. So it's like, I'll go ahead and stand with me for a second. You feel me? All right. So this is actually my first official year as in the band and on a band staff. Okay. So you can feel however way you want to feel all because I'm a woman, but baby, when that product shows and you see I ain't playing around with none of y'all, yo, it's gonna be all in popping. So of course I'm a woman. You feel me? Of course, there's a lot of women who doing it. But hey man, you can't look. One thing, we go back to that advice that you asked me about earlier. One thing that also stood out to me is the fact that when your music and your product is great, nobody can deny you. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, how people view you. Once you show a great product, nobody can deny that. So yeah, man, I don't worry about that at all.
Okay. So would you say that, band saves your life or not really?
Band saved my life. I would say band. I would say band gave me a sense of purpose, but at the same time, I feel like music just always been something I was drawn to. You feel me? Whether it was like just playing my instrument, dancing, listening, watching. I always been drawn to music my whole life. So I want to say that it kept me out of a lot of bad stuff. Because you feel me, I wasn't that bad growing up, anything like that. You heard me? But definitely, it most definitely made me feel. It feels natural, man. It just feels natural. I can't. Let's say it like this. I can't imagine anything else outside of music when it comes to my life. You feel me? So would I say it saved my life? Nah, but is it a part of my life? Is it life? It most definitely is life. So yeah, man. That's how I answer that.
So someone wants to know, will you still be on staff at Stillman?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. So how did you feel once you got the news that you was going to be working with PJ Howard?
Most definitely. You know, I always enjoy working with PJ, man.
Mm-hmm.
PJ, he's a mastermind when it comes to this stuff. You feel me? And his style and his taste when it comes to music is so similar. Like out of any band director that taught me, I'll say he's the closest to what I have in mind and vision when it comes to music, when it comes to what I want to listen to, what I want to play, anything. You know, so working with him most definitely is an honor as always. And it's always fun, man. PJ is like a big brother to me, you feel me? And I ain't gonna lie to you, PJ been trying to like he been trying to get me there for a while, man. But yeah, I'm just glad I went ahead. I'm glad things lined up to the point that I could come back out to Alabama and learn some more stuff from him, man. You feel me? And actually get some more get some more repetition in, you know, into teaching. But yeah, man, I was excited. I most definitely was excited.
Okay. So let's say someone called you for a band director job, a college.
Mm-hmm.
What college would you want to step in front of? Like, what would be your dream band director job for a college?
Dream band director job. All right. So, I would love to always start with go back to where I started. You feel me? Texas Southern is probably one. I would say that. But to be honest with you, I ain't even picky, you hear me? So like I live life to the point that, you know, I'm grateful with any opportunity that comes by me. You feel me? Once I get to the a certain level and get the right credentials and any college calls me for an interview, man, I'll be grateful and feel blessed for any opportunity I get. But of course, you're always gonna love your original home, which is Texas Southern. So that'll be dope as hell if Texas Southern ever called me back. So, yeah.
Okay. So what would you change about the band world? Like any problems in the band world, or do you think there's any problems in the band world that needs to be changed? Like, what would you change?
What would I change in the band world? Okay, so let me take a second to gather this answer. Man, I ain't gonna lie, do it for the kids. Do it for the students, man, and teach them right. Like, how can I gather this answer? So at the end of the day, it comes down to education. Okay. So I hope we don't rush the students into our personal goals. You feel me? I hope education is always first wherever it comes from. You feel me? But most definitely, just most definitely keep the students first. Oh, excitement, man. We need excitement across the board. Everybody need to be energized. You feel me? Some bands that be playing too cool for school, man, bring some excitement. You know, shoot. I don't know. Throw a chair, run around, something. I don't know. Start something, man. Bring some energy. So I'll say that would be my answer. My top answer would be I would love to see the band work more energized, and I would love to see everybody growing involved, man. It's so many things we can do in this culture, you feel me, where we can be innovative. I say take the opportunity and shoot, throw something new at us. You feel me? That's what I would like to see. Other than that, man, shit, everything's pretty much cool. Just if you too laid back, bring the energy. If you got something that the world needs to see, man, bring it out there, man. I would love to see some new stuff, man. I would love to see it. So yeah, I'll say that. That'll be my answer.
Okay. So did you ever have a moment when you was in band where you felt like giving up, or you just got so frustrated, like, man, I'm done with this. This ain't for me. I don't feel like doing this no more.
Hell no. Hell no, man. If anything feels right to me and make me feel like I'm at home, it's in the band hall, man. In the band hall. Band hall, band events, anything, man. I couldn't give this life up, man. Things gonna get hard. Things do get hard. But one thing I can't give up on, man, is music. Even if I want to. You feel me? Because I'm a mother. You heard me? So what comes first in mind? My son, my child. So of course you got money, finances, and all the other stuff. You feel me? But things like that kind of make you think about if you want to do something else. But I can't escape it. It's just something I can't escape. So yeah, man, nah.
Okay. Man, somebody said we need more cross-conference battle bands. What you think about that?
Cross conference, yeah, we do. We do, because there's a lot of conferences out there that people don't see because their media presence is so low. And I think if we do more cross-conference battles, most definitely give out more exposure because during my past couple of years in this college scene, I've been SIAC, and who else? There's some other little conferences. What was it?
I think it's CIAA, something like that.
Something like that, you know? Yeah, and they have some great programs. Now, they're not the most popular, but I think if we have some more cross-conference on battle of bands, most definitely give out more exposure, and you may become a fan of one of these these bands that's been around. You feel me? So yeah, I do agree that we should have some more cross-conference battle of bands.
Okay, so if you have any of your band students from your high school that's watching the interview right now, what would you tell them if they're watching?
If they watching right now, man, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to meet y'all. You feel me? I haven't made it to the Gump just yet, but I'll be there this week. I'm excited to meet y'all, man. Look, PJ probably already told you it's time to work. We're gonna grind, and man, look, we about to turn it up, man. 2020 on to, you feel me? As long as they let us ride this train, you heard me? So yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Be prepared to work.
Okay, so what was your favorite band event when you marched in college?
My favorite band event, marching in college. Let's see. The most, I'll say Honda was one when I marched with Talladega. I marched with Talladega for Honda their first year that they went. And that was an experience. I'll say that. And everybody, I know that's the year everybody was expecting to see what Talladega was going to do and things like that. And yeah, man, that was most definitely an experience, to say the least. On the field, from the Family Guy all the way to the end. I'll say that's my favorite performance, while I was in college. Most definitely.
Okay, yeah, I think that was my first time, like, really seeing Talladega in person. And man, y'all was loud. Like, y'all was loud, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Indeed, man. We was ready, man. Like for real. It was exciting. Yeah.
Man, so what's some words of encouragement or words of advice that you would like to give your band students? With all this virus stuff going on, like what's some uplifting words you would like to say to them?
Bad things don't always stay for long, man. It doesn't always stay for long, Just stay encouraged, man. Even if like some things this year gets pushed aside because of this virus that's going on right now. Stay safe for one. Most definitely always stay safe. Do the proper protocols in order to, prevent the virus from affecting you. But man, look, it ain't gonna stay down for too long, man. Just get ready for that day that we ready to drop that downbeat. You feel me? Back in public. You feel me? Shit, that's what I'm thinking about. For real, for real. I ain't really
Right.
I ain't thinking about this. How much this virus is taking away more than I don't know. I guess the way I look at this virus, this COVID thing, it gives you more time to concentrate on other things, Like if you need to get your chops up, man, most definitely this is the best time to get your chops up. You feel me? If you got some music and write you a book, you got some field show ideas, jot down your visions. So I say this is a blessing in disguise to where you can actually the things that you couldn't do because you didn't have enough time to do. Take this free time, advantage of this free time, and just strengthen whatever thing that you any type of weakness you have. You feel me? So yeah, man. That's all I say about that.
Okay. So man, what do you think about all-star band culture? Like, do you think it's bad for the culture or do you think it's good? Because some people saying it's bad, it kind of messes the kids up, but what you think?
I never thought that all-star band was bad for the culture. If anything, it kept it more exciting. Real with you. Now
Right.
I'm on both sides as well. And some people who was against it said they're against it because maybe they came back with a different influence than home band actually taught. But I say anything that keeps your children off from doing something they're not supposed to do and keeping them active and productive towards the crafts is always a plus for me, man. I'll support that 110%, man. So yeah, man, I never thought that was bad for the culture.
Okay. So what was your favorite all-star band moment?
My favorite all-star band moment. Let me see. You talking about from a band head point of view or from an actual player point of view?
Yeah, both.
Oh, right. So my favorite all-star band moment. Ooh, the first year hump, 2010. 2010 is New Orleans alumni all-star band. Back in New Orleans. Man, that was my favorite moment because that was the first time that I want to say we actually had like united like collegiate and high school students together where we create these big mass bands, and the energy was like, you can't duplicate that, man. The energy was raw, and that battle was wild as well, man.
Yeah.
That was part of my favorite all-star band moment.
Okay. So man, since on the band staff now, what's that first song that you're teaching your band kids?
I don't know yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know yet. But whatever it is, it's gonna be fine. Whatever it is, it's gonna be fine, man. And yeah, man. I'm just ready to, I'm just ready to help come contribute and get the kids excited as well, And I just want that energy, So I mean, like I said, whatever song it is, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be bumping. I ain't gonna pass out no ballad unless PJ asks me to. yeah, man, whatever it is, it's gonna be riding. It's gonna be it's gonna
Okay. Okay. So give me your top 5 pre-Katrina bands and your top 5 post-Katrina bands.
All right, so top 5. Carver. All right, Reed. Um, just high school, or you want to do like high school, middle school?
Yeah, you can do that high school, middle school.
All right, so Carver. I always loved Carver when Rollins was over there, man. What they call themselves? Carver University.
Mhm.
Reed. I was a fan of Reed when Bonds was over there. When he had that big, massive, shoot, I want to say loud ass man. But let's see, Kennedy, of course. Just because I grew up the street. Well, I didn't grow up the street. I went to school up the street from Kennedy because I went to Gregory. So,
Okay. Okay.
like, yeah, I seen Kennedy a whole lot of time. Let's see, who else? I want to say? 3-5. Who else? Shit, I'll throw a middle school in there. I know I went to Gregory, and I ain't gonna lie, on some petty shit, I probably say, Gregory was the best.
Mm-hmm.
But our toughest competition, I can tell you, was Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't forget about St. Aug. St. Aug was on his stuff too. St. Aug has a legacy that was, yeah, man. Let me see. Yeah, most definitely St. Aug. I don't even know how I forgot about St. Aug. So I go ahead with Carver, Reed, St. Aug, Kennedy, 3-5, no particular order.
Okay. Okay. So who would you say is the top band in the city right now? Top high school band right now?
All right. So is it politically okay? So who I want to say the top band? I'm gonna say my 2 favorite right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 favorite right now is Car,
Mm-hmm.
and it is is it politically correct to still say Landry Walker?
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
And Landry Walker, you heard me. All the other bands, they sound great as well. Like West Jeff, man, I went to West Jeff about a year ago. It either was a year or 2 ago. We went up there to recruit while I was still at Stillman.
Mm-hmm.
And those kids had a lot of hunger, man. They was bad. And I want to say that was my first time actually viewing them in person. But Carr and Landry Walker, most definitely the 2 top bands I would say that caught my attention, this past year. But man, I ain't gonna lie, I need to catch up more on the band scene back in New Orleans. Because I always wanted to see, how everybody's doing and the growth of what's going on. But actually, a lot of people doing a lot of good things, man. There's bands that's coming out of the blues that I never heard of.
Right.
That's smashing, bro. So, yeah, man. But I would say Landry Walker is the 2 that could be catching my attention. I would say probably just simply off their media presence. But there's a lot of bands that are actually doing their thing, and the city's coming back up for real.
Yeah.
They're coming back.
Oh, somebody said, man, what about Abe?
Abe is cool. Who asked about Abe?
Who is this? Covering all river region, Montgomery, Alabama. I think he's like a media guy.
Gotcha. Aberson is good.
Mm-hmm.
If you want my honest opinion,
Mm-hmm.
Aberson does have some work to round their sound,
Mm-hmm.
but Aberson is good. No knock on it. My line brother for M5 is actually the assistant band director over there. So yeah, man, much love to Aberson. They doing their thing too.
Okay. Oh, somebody said, what music influenced your desire to be a musician?
What music?
Yeah, I guess they saying like what genre of music?
Shoot. What genre of music inspired me to be a musician? Let's see. Shoot. I mean, I grew up with R&B, old school R&B, new school, Gap Band, Earth, Wind and Fire, Maze and Frank and Beverly, contemporary jazz when it comes to Norman Brown, Kirk Whalum, and the New Orleans scene, you know, the jazz scene, just, you know, with dang, with the I'm trying to get their name. The dang, what's the brother's name? Fudge. I can't think of it on the spot. With dang.
Talking about the Rollins brothers?
No, not the Rollins brothers. Of course I love them, but no, I'm talking about Marcellus. I'm pronouncing it right.
Oh yeah. When I think Winning and I forgot the other one name. Yeah. Okay.
And, like all that stuff, you know. Shoot, my parents, grandparents always take me to the jazz fest. You feel me? It's just, you know, in the city growing up, you know, you're always surrounded by music, and not just music. The band scene was live back then. So I mean, it was shoot. My dad was in the band. My dad marched with Kennedy, by the way, as well.
Okay.
Back with Dr. Harris. But yeah, man. Everything that I've listened to influenced me to pick up a horn. So trying to find a way to kind of answer it in the simple terms, but every little bit of everything kind of influenced me to pick up a horn. So hopefully that answers your question.
Okay. So what do you look for in a band student?
In the band student, dedication. Dedication and hunger to get better. Everybody don't start off on the best, you know, but as long as you want to put in the work, you're always gonna get better. You're always gonna get greater. So most definitely dedication and hunger to the drive to become better. I would say that's why I look into a band student.
Okay. Have you ever, had to, tell a band student, maybe, man, I don't know, man, maybe bands is not for you right now, or maybe this is kind of not out of your league, but maybe just not really the avenue I think you should be going down?
I'll say the only time you would tell a student that is when their interest is not really there, not by their skill set. Their skill set could be, they could just be picking up the horn, but if they want to learn, they're going to become better, and it's up to you to encourage them to become better. So I would never drive a student away if they want to learn. Now, if they don't want to learn, that's their own prerogative, and then I'd probably be like, hey, man, this probably ain't for you. But if you in a practice hall, the band hall, putting in work outside of band hours, man, I'm going to always encourage you for that, So, yeah, man, that's the only time I would tell somebody, this ain't for you. But if you got the drive, man, it'll work.
Okay. And somebody wants to know, how was your River Region All-Star Band days?
I never played with them.
Okay.
Now, I'll say this. I never performed with them. I practiced sometime when I was at Stillman, but I never really performed with them.
Okay. See, my co-host has joined the party. Let me see if he have any questions.
All right.
Mike, man.
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's up, man?
What's good with you?
I'm finally getting out this bad coverage up here in these woods in Jackson, Mississippi. I saw some lion, tigers, and bears running across the street.
Sure, across the house too.
How you doing, Miss Janelle?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Mr. Ricky?
I'm tired. Been on the road since about 4 o'clock, about 3 o'clock. Did a turnaround trip.
Damn.
I caught part of the interview. My question is, because I worked on side of a female band director for 3 years. You're an assistant now, right? Yes. As where you at Lanier?
Yes, Lanier at the moment.
Okay, you over there with PJ then.
Yeah.
What? How can I word this without being political? What things will you bring to the table with working with PJ? Didn't you work with his Stillman?
I can't hear you.
Didn't you work with PJ at Stillman?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. By working with him at Stillman, what things you gonna do and incorporate with helping him build his alma mater high school band, going from the high school to the college level?
Man, I'm just gonna, contribute with grooming these kids to be ready and prepared. I want to help get them to the standard where they'll be ready. Not playing talking inside your neck for for what you call a scholarship audition or anything like that. I want them to be prepared for the picture that they need to do. Not only that, I want to help contribute encouraging and giving them that hunger to drive to be up to best, to understand that you have to have that attitude in order to become. You got to think it in order to be it. So I want to help just with the building, encouraging these students to, get them ready to attack, man. Attack and be a monster with this thing. You feel me? And yeah, man, right now also I just learned some more stuff with actually let's see,
Don't stutter. The kids can't stutter. You can't stutter with the kids.
So, you're right.
How do you think the relationship gonna change in your mindset going from the high school kids? From the collegiate kids to the high school kids.
Relationship, patience. Most definitely patience. I'm probably most definitely gonna need more patience. And I've worked with high school students before. I used to help out with some high schools out here in Houston. I'm currently in Houston at the moment.
That's where you're in Houston?
Yeah, I'm in Houston at the moment.
So you're getting ready to leave?
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to come and you leaving.
Yes, indeed. You coming to Houston?
Yeah. It's going to be Houston town. I'm taking a pharmacy job out there.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man.
Another question. How important is it for a high school band to have a strong booster club?
Man, it's very important. Oh, go ahead. Finish your question so I can get you a better answer.
Director standpoint, how important do you think that is to a high school band?
Hold on. Can you repeat that question? Because you're kind of breaking up.
Yeah. This man got to boost mobile service.
Hold on.
Rick, man, get around some better service, man.
Man, be quiet, man. I'm in Jackson. It's horrible over here. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah. Just keep going with the interview. How important is it to you?
What's the question? I didn't catch the question.
Yeah.
How important is it from an assistant band director standpoint for a band to have a strong booster club?
Sure, it's very important to have a strong booster club, because one of the things I know that makes a band great is if everybody come in and do their job, and put in the work. It's a team effort. So to have the parents and alumni to come out and help out to help build a program, it brings so much for the students. You feel me? It brings so much more opportunities, more service, and everything. It takes a village. So I think it's very strong for a booster club to help out, with the program. So,
and I noticed you do a lot of arranging. I check you out before the interview. See, once these posts, I go through and check everything out. How do you, as an arranger, coming from Texas Southern, working with Stillman, working with different high schools, how important do you think music theory in the middle school translating to high school to the collegiate level is for a program for a musician that want to go to the next level?
Music theory is important. At the same time, it got levels. You feel me? I don't expect you to dump everything. Like, for instance, on the middle school level, I don't expect the band director to dump everything on a kid. You feel me? There's different levels and there's different, it's levels. I actually had this conversation with somebody the other day about this. A lot of students are not. Okay, so a lot of students.
I'm just messing with you.
No, you good. I'm just trying to get this answer out. Look, but I believe, me personally, from my standpoint, that music theory is very important. No matter what type of level it is, basic music theory, for one, I think people should understand and know if they're trying to play a horn. You feel me? Now, music theory is not even hard. The thing is, music theory just explains what you already know when you play and what you listen to. So I think, to answer your question, the importance of having music theory in these middle school, high school, and collegiate, that was your question? Was that your question?
Yeah.
Okay, it's very important.
You answered it. I'm trying to think of another tough question.
All right.
Once you get to Alabama and work, and you and PJ build that band program, what cities would you like to bring that band to perform at events?
Man, look, well, we blessed and able to go, man. However far we could take them. You feel me? Most definitely want to take them to New Orleans, because New Orleans is a whole different mindset when it comes to the band here culture. So they could understand that hunger that the city has and what I feel like you should have as a bandsman. But if we could take them everywhere to, get them the experience and the what's the word? Trying to get exposure. That's what I'm looking for. Exposure to different styles and different cultures. I think they'll build them up as a bandsman. So wherever, we blessed to take them.
Also, what style, like once Lanier gets going as a full structured musician program like marching concert, when we see the Lanier High School, the city
Oh, your service is horrible, boy. Rick, your phone breaking up, man.
What style will it be? Stillman, what style can we? Hey, bro, don't talk.
And repeat that question one more time, because you were breaking up.
Y'all can hear me?
We can hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Once the marching, you and PJ get the marching band going, right?
Rick, man, get around some good service first, bro. You breaking up, man. You breaking up. All right, so we might have to mute him.
Would y'all in Southern Alabama State, Stillman, or Talladega?
That's whatever. Okay, I'm thinking see, you was breaking up a little bit, so I couldn't really hear the whole question. But I'm guessing you asking what style you think is. Well, honestly, it's whatever he decides. Honestly, I feel like he's basically putting his influence into it, regardless, because he got a little bit of everything. He learned stuff from FAMU, he learned things from Southern, he learns things from State, he learned things from his time working with Miles. So he kind of got his own type of style and flavor of what he looks for when it comes to sound and presentation. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't put it on any particular band per se, but most definitely I think he has an idea of what he's looking for.
Okay. So if someone wanted to, sponsor you guys, what would you tell that person that's thinking about sponsoring your band?
If you want to sponsor, most definitely contact the director of bands, Mr. Edward P.J. Howard. Also, feel free to, I think he has, actually, I believe the band program has actually have something set up. So if you want to donate to help with the uniforms and things of that nature, I believe he has it on his page. Or you can go to the band page, the band web page on Facebook.com. And let me see if I can link. I probably share the link with y'all.
Rick, man, you got some more questions? You got some good service now, bro? Nope.
But once I figure out the link,
You hear me, D?
I'll definitely share it with y'all. If anybody wants it. But most definitely you could contact Professor Edward P.J. Howard if you want to donate or sponsor, or feel free to come by and want to donate water or anything like that. Shoot, welcome it. So yeah.
All right. Rick, man, you got any last questions, man? Comments? This man ain't got no service. Well, Miss Johnson, do you have any last comments? Any shout outs you want to give?
Let's say shout out to my family who's watching this right now. I want to give a shout out to all the student arrangers that's out there doing their thing, Texas Southern student arrangers, Alcorn, everywhere else, if I forget names. Shout out to the Ocean of Soul. Shout out to the Great Tornado Band. Shout out to Stillman College, much love to them. And yeah, man, that's about it right now. I can think of.
All right, man. It was a great interview, man. I appreciate you for wanting to do this, and stay safe. And we'll be me, and my co-host Ricky will definitely come out there and check you guys out.
Most definitely. Come out and holler, for real. And thank y'all for inviting me to the show. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of nervous, but I think we did it. But yeah, man, most definitely come out and visit sometime.
All right, man. You stay safe out there.
You do the same, man. You do the same.
All right.